Now, local sports from KYMA News 11.
It's very sad. Lute Olson was not only a class act, he was a gentleman. There are Wildcats across the country that are mourning right now. He literally put the University of Arizona and Arizona on the map.
He was a great man. He didn't succumb to the temptations of a lot of Division I coaches to take shortcuts or try to create an unfair advantage for himself. And he really, I think, had the players' best interests in mind in all of his decisions.
The greatest University of Arizona coaching icon of all time has died, and locals react. Welcome back, everyone. Lute Olson has transcended the basketball culture at the U of A and has done more than perhaps any other Wildcat sports figure to expand the U of A brand across Arizona and throughout the United States. And that goes without saying for what he means to Wildcat alumni and sports fans and just sports fans in general right here in the Desert Southwest. Growing up here in Yuma, yours truly would see sports bars with at least some Cats fans supporting U of A basketball even before Olson led them to their first and only national championship in 1997. We caught up with former U of A Yuma alumni president Jeff Bird earlier today, who has a long history with Olson, having many fond memories of being around him during local alumni events. He lent us his assessment of Olson's character and one of his greatest memories with the coaching legend.
Sometimes when you meet famous people, they're not exactly what you expect. But with Lute Olson, it was the real deal, genuine, and you knew when you were talking to him, he was looking you straight in the eye and you had his full undivided attention. One of my most prized possessions that I own, when my son Brady was a little bit younger, I took him down to a road tour, and we took this picture with Lute Olson, and to this day, it is one of my most prized possessions.
Meanwhile, AWC men's head soccer coach Kenny Dale has also been deeply impacted by the life of Lute Olson as he attended the U of A and played club soccer for the Cats shortly after Olson began his tenure with the Cats in the early 80s. Dale shares with us how the coaching great inspired his own coaching style and what he believes Lute's legacy is going to be going forward.
He was a very good teacher, and I think as a coach, if you're an effective teacher, you'll be an effective coach. And I would watch him before and after his practices, interact with players, and you could tell that the players wanted the information, and they trusted the information. And he was good at imparting just the right information. A lot of players that were not four-year starters at the University of Arizona that had great NBA careers because they learned their craft and they focused on their craft. And Lute Olson provided them with a solid foundation for continuing their athletic career.
Olson is the all-time winningest coach in Arizona basketball history, going 589 and 187 in 24 seasons. On top of winning the national title, he guided the Wildcats to 4 Final Four appearances, 23 consecutive NCAA tournaments, and 11 Pac-10 titles. He was inducted into the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame in 2002 and the College Basketball Hall of Fame in 2006, and a statue of Olson was erected outside McHale Memorial Center in 2018. Olson has been previously reported to be in poor health earlier this week after he was moved to hospice care. Olson was hospitalized last year after suffering a second stroke. One of the greatest coaches in college basketball history was 85 years old. With that being said, that's going to do it for this very special Lute Olson Sportscast. We're going to have more coming up right after this.